A few minutes after midnight on May the 19th, explosions were heard in Crimea, which is occupied by Russia. According to Russian Telegram channel, Sevastopol was attacked by at least 12 ATACMS missiles. 3 hit the pier where the small missile ship of the Karakurt-class was located. The Ukrainian Navy said that the Cyclone ship served as an air defense system. The ship was armed with the Panzer S anti-aircraft missile systems, but the Russians did not fire a single shot from the ship and apparently will not do that.
This information is still being verified, since to be 100% sure we need to obtain the appropriate results of objective control. As soon as we have these results, we will definitely inform the public. But yes, there is a fairly high probability that there is now not a single carrier of cruise missiles in Crimea. If the information about that Cyclone is confirmed, there is such a probability, and it is high.
The Karakurt minesweeper was also hit during a missile attack in Sevastopol. Another bad day for the Russian Black Sea Fleet, wrote the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense. This vessel was intended to detect and destroy sea mines and guide ships through minefields. The destruction of Karakurt may indicate that the Ukrainian Defense Forces have ATACMS missiles with 470-pound warheads, Forbes suggested. Meteorologists note that such missiles will create even greater problems for the remnants of the Russian fleet in the temporarily occupied Crimea.
If Ukraine did indeed hit Karakurt with ATACMS, it could mean two things. First, Ukraine has gotten 170-mile M48 or 190-mile M57 ATACMS with 470-pound warheads, in addition to getting M39 and M39A5 ATACMS with submunitions. Second, the M48 and M57 are more accurate than many observers assumed. The implications are enormous. From a publication by Forbes.
Almost a third of Russian ships were sunk or damaged in the Black Sea. The Telegraph reports this in an article entitled "Russia's Navy has become a near laughingstock." By striking military targets of the aggressor country in Crimea, Ukrainian defense forces are depriving the Russians of decisive positions for waging war from that direction.
Ukraine making Crimea untenable for Russian forces, denying Russia the use of the decisive terrain of the war. Nowhere for Russians to hide their headquarters, logistics, aircraft, naval facilities on this peninsula, which is the same size as Massachusetts. Ben Hodges, former Commanding General of the United States Army Europe, on X social network.
The defeat of Russian ships has several influencing factors for Russians. We are talking about logistics and commanding control of troops, the possibilities of conducting landing operations and missile attacks on Ukraine. In addition, such attacks are a powerful moral blow to the enemy.
First of all, these strikes seriously limited the ability to conduct Russian landing operations. Second, we are working on missile ships. Both the submarine and the scout corvette were seriously damaged, and these will deprive the Russians from firing some part of missiles at our territory. And third, we are simply limiting their work at sea, their ability to strike and perform other tasks. Therefore, this is in general a very serious moment.
In fact, without having its own surface fleet, Ukraine was able to destroy or damage about 30 ships and boats of the Russian Black Sea Fleet. Their total value exceeds $4 billion, but there is still a lot of work. The Ukrainian Navy speaker hinted at continuing the naval battle. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Valeria Nekapelova, UATV News.